Okay, it's August 22nd. It's the new moon, and I just want to briefly state what my intentions are in this video and my experience right now with healing and health and being in a body. So, what I'd like to do is make videos every day for the next month. Probably the first week or two, I'll ramble, and then maybe I'll get a little bit more focused and topic driven. But initially, I just want to allow myself to ramble. Just get used to the idea of talking to the camera again, because it's been a while, and then I'll get a little bit more topic driven. So that's the idea. Self-expression, I think, is really important, and I think doing this is one of the best ways to get better with self-expression. So even if nobody watches the videos, it's fine for me. As far as health goes, I'm physically pretty healthy. I'm a little fat. I don't know how many pounds too fat because I haven't weighed myself for a few weeks. But I stay pretty active. I go for walks, I bike, I go to the gym, I play pickleball, I do some yoga every day, in addition to a bunch of other stuff. Playing music, drums, other active stuff. So I'm active enough. I eat pretty well. I take some supplements. So there's not a whole lot that I want to tweak with that. Sleep, yes, definitely I want to improve my sleep. So I'm getting up at before 6. I got up at 5:30 today. It's hard for me to get to sleep on time, especially when I do music with other people at night and I get home too late. Then I tend to stay up way too late afterwards because I'm wired sometimes. So sleep could definitely use some fixing, but those three things, sleep, exercise, and diet, are not too bad. Yet I still have this current of energy in my body, which is extreme. It's extreme right now. 0 to 10, the current is 9 or 10. At one point in time, I wouldn't have been able to even much string words together. I would have been shaking in this chair because it was so much. Too much for me to feel at that time. Too much for me to know that it was safe. I thought that I was being attacked by electronic weapons. Well, that didn't come until I exhausted every other possibility first. I'm very open-minded. And that helps with being creative, but that can work against you sometimes when it comes to health and dealing with your physical symptoms, because your imagination is so wild and thinks of all the worst case scenarios. So yeah, it's just day one, and this channel I want to be primarily about health and my view of the world, and just allow myself to relate my process. And I'm going to have another channel for music and another channel for humor and drums. So I'm not a real serious drummer, but it's called The Funnest Drummist, and I'm getting started with that too. So that's my intention for today, is just to relate what I'm doing here, give this a go for a month again, and hopefully just keep on doing it. That's what I really want to do, just get better and better and better at communicating. But the energy in my body is so intense, and it's so difficult to integrate and deal with. But I have good resources now. There's one woman I listen to every day, Sam Miller, and she's been extremely helpful. And me knowing that this is a part of this process. It's not something to be solved. It's not something to be fixed. It's something that we have to be with and learn to let be. And if I can allow this energy to be there and work its way through my system, that eventually I could be largely symptom-free. But most of the time I thought that this was a threat. It needed to be fixed. It needed to be solved. I can't do anything until it's gone. And there's some truth to that. You can't really do big things when you're trying to integrate energies that are extremely powerful and disruptive. But you can do a lot of little things. I can clearly talk to a camera. I can do most of the things that are necessary in daily life. One thing I will touch on real quick, though, is focus. Because a lot of the time, I had this idea that my focus and concentration sucks. But if we look at it another way, if we're trying to focus, for example, say you're trying to imagine a vacation you want to go on, but there is a swarm of mosquitoes around you, and they're biting you, or whatever they do, injecting their needles and sucking blood and making you itch, whatever that's called. We just call it biting. It's going to be pretty hard to imagine that vacation. Your mind's constantly going to the mosquitoes. So the biggest thing in that moment would be the mosquitoes. So what you would do, if you're on this conscious path, you would put your mind, your attention, your focus right on the mosquitoes. You'd feel the itch as long as you could before your hand instinctively slapped at it. That's what you would do. And that's essentially the same thing here. Is you stay with the sensations, as shitty as they are, for however long. Maybe you'll do a meditation where you intentionally do that for 20 minutes. Maybe you dedicate a few breaths to it at times during the day. But if it's too damn big, to do things, do what you need to do, then you have two options really, and that's to put your focus entirely on the sensation and feel it completely. Be with yourself 100%. Or find something that you can do in which the sensations aren't too disruptive. For me, drumming is like number one. And go for a walk, that's great too. Showers, excellent. And there's other things too, but those are some of the main ones. So that's enough talking. I'll make one tomorrow.